Yo, what's going on? Chavo Guerrero Jr. here. Giving a big shout out to Wrestling Rehab. Keep watching, keep listening, and Viva la Raza.
Órale. Órale. Total Trucker here, Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies out there. Give me 1 second. Let me move this over here. All right. Cool. Firme. All right, man. Pablo should be jumping on in a few. But while we wait for him to jump on, man, he said he'll be a few minutes before he jumps on. But there's quite a few things going around in the WWE. We just had the season premiere of SmackDown, right? And now we're gonna have the finger quotes season premiere of Monday Night Raw, which I don't really know. Does anybody know how they chose these dates to be the season premiere of Raw and SmackDown? Because I don't. I really don't, man. I'm not trying to just make up any problems or anything like that. I really want to know, how did they choose these dates for it to be the season premiere? What's up, scumbag? How you doing, Vanessa? But look, the SmackDown SmackDown was pretty badass, and I do want to get to everything that went down in SmackDown, man, because it was pretty feeding, man. I really enjoyed it. But one of the things that's going around in the WWE, Tony Khan, the AEW owner, is throwing a fit because he lost the ratings war last week. So I've heard. So I've heard, scumbag. So I've heard, man. Let me go ahead and ask this question out there. Okay. Jade Cargill. All right. She's coming from AEW. She's got a cool look to her. I'm not going to lie, man. She's got a real cool look to her. Now, in all honesty, I'm going to be real honest with you guys. I don't know too much about her. Okay. But everybody's just raving about her. Like, oh man, like, she's all that in a bag of chips, man. Like, she is super duper badass. And maybe she is. I'm telling you guys, I don't know. From the outside, just from the eyeball test, hey man, homegirl looks like she could go in there and throw down. But again, she just looks that way. I got no idea. So my question is, she comes in while Charlotte Flair is there, and she runs into Jade Cargill. And they have this kind of face to face, kind of like introducing each other, like sizing each other up. And in my mind, I'm kind of like, uh, look, homegirl, you may have been top dog where you came from. I don't know. But in my eyes, you probably shouldn't be thrown right into a program with the Queen Charlotte Flair. How say you, Pablo?
Well, what are you gonna do, man? Yeah, I hope she doesn't come in and she goes over on Charlotte. That would kind of suck, right?
Yeah, yeah. Let me ask you this, Paul. Is Charlotte coming to a point in her career where she's just gonna start putting people over?
No.
Okay.
No, I think right now she's in that space a little bit, but she's definitely, if you look at her pound for pound and her action in the ring, it's definitely higher level than almost everybody, bro. I mean,
Mm,
if you compare her to like who's some of these people I'm going to mention are great people in wrestling. Io Sky, right?
right.
Asuka, Bailey, Becky Lynch. Those are all, they could all do a great match, but they can't do a level match that Charlotte does. The intensity, the high flying, the grit, the submissions. There's hardly anyone. So I'm still saying, even though Charlotte's getting older, she still is in the wrestling aspect better than most. So I hope she does not come to that place where she is put to that position yet. Bailey's kind of there right now. Yeah, but she's
Okay.
not to Bailey's level yet. They should be putting maybe that girl coming in, maybe against Bailey, maybe against Dewdrop, one of those people that always loses, but definitely not the queen. And maybe it's just tease for Mania, or the coming up what's it called, Royal Rumble and all that. Who knows?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that could be it. I'm just the last time I heard people like, super duper excited for somebody that was coming in. It was Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh gosh.
I'm still waiting to be impressed.
Right.
I'm still he never knocked the socks off, man. I'm still waiting to be impressed. So,
Yeah.
it's not fair to Jade Cargill that she's getting all this hype and then she doesn't perform to it. But I am excited to see what she puts out there. But no, don't put in a program right away against the Queen. That's I don't like that.
Yeah, and I haven't seen enough of her in the ring and on the mic to give a real good assessment of where she's at. Is she up to Bianca Belair status? Is she that good on the mic? Is she that good in the ring? I don't know. I really don't know. You know more than I. How is she?
There's okay. I've seen very little. I'm not super impressed, but again, this is coming from somebody who knows very little of her. So, I mean, I we both got some, brushing up to do on her. So, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you this, probably just like you, Paul, probably just like you, I'm not gonna brush up on anything. I'm just gonna see whatever she has to offer here.
there you go. There you
You
go.
know,
Right,
Yeah, yeah,
right.
exactly, man. Because that's what happened to Shinsuke Nakamura. It's like, oh yeah, but you know what? When he was in New Japan, it's like, okay, dog, I don't care. You're here now. Well, what's
Yeah,
up?
yeah. Very few people who come over from other places have that coming. Have that coming, man. And some people like who was it? The Nature Boy, Ric Flair. When
Mm,
he first came over from where NWA, wherever he was from, came when he first came to WWE, he had that coming. He had a
mm.
killer resume that came over that people could look back on, even if you didn't know who he really was. You've heard of him, and he was great, bro. I can't say the same for Jade yet. Let's see what happens.
Okay, all right, yeah, I agree. So, Paul, just to get a little bit of the business aspect out of the way, man. But it is somewhat important. News came down that Vince McMahon has been pushed to the side and quietly demoted,
Right.
and they brought Paul Levesque up, aka Triple H, and now if sources are true, that he's the top dog running everything now, man. What do you make on this?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to quite take it. I believe this is what I think. If it is true, right?
Hmm.
If it is true, if you look at the corporate ladder over with Area Manuel, the way he set it up, bro, Vince McMahon is over Dana White, bro. They're not equal. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
He's basically on the chair. He's a chair, right? So,
Right.
but the chair has other duties, bro. They don't get involved in the weeds, bro. So if it is true, I think Area Manuel might have said this is best for business, Vince. This is what's going on. I think we need to give him the freedom. Obviously, if he's saying that Triple H, if Area Manuel is saying that Triple H needed his freedom in that role, that means he's paying attention to what's going on, because a lot of
Hmm.
people feel that way. A lot of
Hmm.
people feel that way, man. So,
Okay.
so that's kind of my thoughts. I don't know if I fully believe the way it came down. I think Ari probably went to Vince and, this is what we want. And ultimately, he's the boss. And, Ari's,
Right.
Ari's the boss. So Vince is probably like, okay, I get it. But Vince also, I think Ari Emanuel last week when he kind of bashed Vince a little bit why their stocks are down is because Vince has the option to pull his stocks at any time and sell them. and that's what hurt their
Mm,
stocks. So
mm,
yeah,
okay.
so we'll see, man. And supposedly I heard that Vince's stocks are on up for sale. Up for
Oh
sale.
wow.
Not that he's gonna sell them,
Right.
but they're like, hey, if anybody wants to offer me, maybe Vince is quietly going out, man. What more could he do, bro? Give it to Shane, man, something. But I see, this is my prediction. When
Uh-huh.
Vince goes, Triple H, Ari Emanuel's gonna put Triple H on the board as the head of the table.
I agree.
You know,
I agree, man. I agree. What does that do to the family? I got no idea, but I agree, man. Triple H has been doing this for years now. So, what other guy you're gonna get to put that to put on charge like that to be head of the table? So, I completely agree, man. And he used to be a wrestler himself. I think he has the respect of the locker room because he was one of the boys.
yeah, yeah, man. He especially has the young people's respect.
Yeah.
He's I really don't like what he's doing with Raw right now.
Okay.
I really don't like it, man. I really don't like how they ended the show the other week with Johnny Wrestling coming out, and that's the
Mm,
ending of a show. It's like,
DIY.
really?
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, see, but to Triple H, that's his baby, NXT, He looks
Right.
at it
Yeah.
different. But for the casual, I mean, no, the hardcore fans were like, what? No, at the end of the show, dude, like back in his day, you would be Triple H coming out, saving Shawn Michaels, and you know what I mean? Like it would be a big old thing, bro. That wouldn't be Johnny Wrestling coming out, bro. So some of the
Yeah. He's
stuff,
on that level. I look. He's trying hard to get some of these NXT guys to a little bit more, stardom power. Um, but yeah, I didn't see like a major pop when Johnny Gargano comes out and saves the day. It's like, oh, okay, cool, but yeah, we're still kind of getting to know who he is, though.
right?
So, but yeah, another rumor, Paul, and again, these are all just rumors, but I want to get your thoughts on it.
Right.
Rumor is that they could potentially be flirting around with moving Raw to another day of the week.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? I mean, it's been Monday Night Raw. What's your thoughts on that, man? Do you think it's just a bunch of hot air, or do you think there's something to it? What's your thoughts if it does move from Monday night? Do you think it'll still have the same effect?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I mean, Monday night's perfect, right? It's the starting of
Okay.
the week. You come home, and there it is, Raw, right? But man, Ari Emanuel said it, bro. He
Mm,
said it too. So he's probably thinking, man, every year we come and we go against the NFL. I think it would be wise in his eyes to move it to Tuesday, and I've heard even Wednesday. I don't know. I think Tuesday would probably go over better, man. But that Monday spot's just so prime and precious, except for wrestling. Look how good they've done, bro. The company's doing better than it ever's done. I mean,
mm.
on Monday. I mean, as a whole. So I don't know. What do you think, man? Do you think it should go or stay, or do you care?
Okay. So I see it. I've been thinking about this pretty much all freaking day, man.
Right.
Okay, so
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I yeah, yes,
Before you speak, the other week I was talking to you,
uh-huh,
and you're like, "Man, I'm not watching it live because the Dodger game, and then this, this is on." So you had like
right,
three different things going on to watch on TV at
right,
one time. So,
right,
man, so
right,
with that,
right.
go ahead.
Okay, exactly. So okay, now it makes 100% sense because you don't want to be going up against the NFL. However, that is a very small portion of the year of Monday Night Football. Um, should you take that into consideration? Yeah, you should. But let's not act like, Monday Night Football is half of the year. It's not. It's, I think, only like 16 weeks, man.
Right.
So the NFL schedule, I believe, is 18 weeks, but Monday Night Football itself, I believe, is only 16. But I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
it is a nice little, it is a nice little, slice of the year, but it's not the entire year. So
Right. And every person doesn't watch every game either.
right, yes, 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 exactly. So I would say, like, okay, if that's gonna be your one and only reason, nah, I don't know about that, because is it still gonna have the same effect? Everybody thinks about the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. After the pay-per-view, everybody's is just at the edge of the seat to see what happens on Monday Night Raw. How does this all break down, right? And if you're gonna put it to us that, well, now you got to wait an extra day, it's like, okay, how much is really going on Tuesday? Probably not much, man, even during football season. So I can definitely understand that. But are you going to have people somewhat forgetting a little bit, especially, Paul, especially now that you're doing pay per views on Saturdays as opposed to Sunday? Like your pay-per-views now, I don't know if they've moved them completely to
Seems like
Saturday.
it. Seems like it.
That's what it seems like. So now it's kind of like, okay, man, we got that itch that we need to scratch, and now it's like, well, no, we'll just wait till Tuesday, which, okay, so you're gonna have Monday Night Raw on Tuesday, NXT on Wednesday, and SmackDown on Friday.
Right.
It doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound bad. It just, but I would, okay, okay, I get it. I get it, Paul. Okay, now I get it. So for any competition, it shortens up. It takes away the days of the week for you of where you're gonna land. You're gonna land on Thursday. There's NFL there. You're gonna land on Monday. There's NFL there. Even if it's just for, say, 16 weeks out of the year, with your lower tier product that is not WWE,
Right.
let's see if your company can survive going up against them, because the WWE does survive. But if we can move it, that competition's gone.
Woo. And what if they move to Tuesday, bro? That means NXT goes to Wednesday.
Yeah,
That would be crazy.
yeah.
Crazy.
Would
But
you
it's
would you
kind
be
of
down with
nice.
it?
It's kind of nice having it the beginning and the end of the week.
Yeah, yeah. It is for me too. I do enjoy that it's on Monday. Would it be a big deal to you if it goes to Tuesday?
I hate to say it, bro. I don't know what I would do. Like, what do I do? I guess I have to start watching football on Monday nights. I never watch Monday Night Football, bro. Not even when my team's on, bro.
Okay.
I wrestling takes superiority over it.
Right, right. Okay, okay. It, I think, Paul, it would bother me, but I think it would only bother me because that's what I'm familiar with. I don't think it would bother me because, like, wow, this is a huge inconvenience.
Dude, been like
I
your
think
whole
if,
life, huh? Like your whole life has been Monday night, right?
yeah, man, yeah, Monday Night Raw, man. Shoot, we could go back to what was it, Prime or something like that. Like, yeah, man.
Yeesh. Wow,
So
longest running show in history, bro.
yeah, so that would be the only thing. Not that it's a huge inconvenience, but just that that's what's familiar to me. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Paul, did you get a chance to watch SmackDown?
Of course.
Oh man. Okay, so it was the season premiere of SmackDown. I don't know. Do you know how they choose what days are the season premieres? I mean, there's no season,
No.
so okay, yeah, neither do I. Um, so they had they had the tribal chief come back,
Right.
right? He's in the ring with John Cena. John Cena is just kind of sitting there or just standing there, got his head kind of down and everything. And he's like, I'm not here to challenge you, but I know somebody who is. Out comes LA Knight. Paul,
Right.
it looks like we're going to an LA Knight versus an LA Knight and Roman Reigns program.
Yep.
What's your thoughts, man?
The whispers were true, man. The whispers were
Mm,
true, bro. That we've been hearing it for what, about 2-3 weeks, that
mm,
that's where it's going. And sometimes those whispers are true, man. So it's gonna. My thoughts are, and I know we're gonna disagree on this one.
mm,
My thoughts are, LA Knight is not gonna win at the end of the day. When it
mm.
all comes down to it, the 1, 2, 3, Solo Sikoa, somebody else is going to jump in. Unfortunately, LA Knight will not win this whole thing because all eyes are on WrestleMania, bro. Now, maybe the rematch, him, Cody, and Roman, or something. But I feel they're setting up LA Knight to let all the people down, just like Sami Zayn, bro. They're giving LA Knight a little bit. They're giving a little bit of the carrot, but going to be like, Charlie, we're pulling that out. Banana in the tailpipe, Charlie. That's what I
I-
think.
is that where you see LA Knight kind of like a Sami Zayn or what Sami Zayn used to be?
No, no, they're totally
Okay.
different, bro. They're totally different. No, I think LA Knights, like Paul Heyman said, he's the biggest right now, man. He's the most over. But, man, dude, how are they going to have Roman drop the title before Mania? I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. And I might be in the minority, but yeah.
Oh man, like I'm not saying that he's going to. If I had to bet money, I would say that he's not going to. But I got an argument to say that he should, though. That
Yeah.
he should. This is the point where nobody's expecting it.
Yeah.
And LA Knight is super hot at the moment. You got to strike while the iron's hot, and man, he's sizzling right now, man.
I agree, bro.
So, I would say have him win it. And, if you want to take it off of him, take it off of him at Mania.
No, I agree, man. I agree. I agree, man. It would be great, but I just don't see it, man. I do not see it. They want Roman going into Mania the strongest he's ever been, because at the end of the day, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, bro.
LA Knight's making dollars, is he
He
not?
is making dollars, bro.
He's making dollars, man. He's
Yeah.
making dollars. Not only that, not only do I think he's making dollars, Paul, I think Roman Reigns is still making dollars, but just not as many.
Dude, okay. Okay. The bloodline stuff has died down way low.
Okay,
But
okay, okay.
that
So you're feeling it
wait,
too.
wait, wait. No, it's real.
Okay, all
But
right,
that's only because the tribal chief has been taking a hiatus, bro. If he
all
comes
right.
back every week, dude,
Mm.
it's gonna be the same, bro. Because we've been relying on, dude, on the low tier, on Jimmy Uso to carry the show.
Mm.
Come on, hey, what's up, Vanessa and everyone? Dude, no one. Jimmy Uso's like the weakest one in the group, bro. He can't carry SmackDown. So now that the tribal chief is back, Paul Heyman's back, we can get back in the flow, bro. No more Jimmy Uso. They gotta kill him off or something, like a soap opera, bro.
And it look okay. They're treating him like a redheaded stepchild. I don't know if you picked up on that, but they're treating Jimmy like, okay, you're back, but you're like not all the way back. They're kind of treating him like he's like a little bit of an idiot of the family. So I think maybe at some point he turns. I'm not really sure. Hopefully, it does lead up to him versus his brother at WrestleMania. Hopefully. So, but yeah, man. I look first. Personally, I would have much rather LA Knight beat Gunther and take the IC strap. With this here, I'm not against it. It's not my first choice. But unless Triple H really does not like LA Knight, and rumor is it that he doesn't, he's just gonna give him his shot and bury him.
I think so, bro. I
Oh
think so.
no,
Dude,
Paul.
Triple H, bro, we've seen, bro. He has his eye, and I think he wants what he wants. Hey, bro, just if Triple H is booking the way he's booking on Raw, this is what Triple H could be thinking. You know those dudes that look like the elves, those new guys,
The new guys
those
that look like the elves.
yeah, the ones from Lord of the Rings, those two,
Oh, freaking pretty.
whatever.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
so in
Pretty
I've been
deadly. Pretty deadly.
yeah, like
Yeah.
if Triple H probably wants like all his new guys to get the titles, bro. He's probably looking to build up all the new guys. He's probably like, LA Knight, man, that guy's old, bro. You know, he's
Mm.
Triple H's age, bro. And I know he's not, but I'm just saying, it's like, man, he's probably looking to build up his young guys, bro. And I think he looks at it a little different. That this is where we're going, and we're not going to swerve. You know, oh
Ah,
man,
man.
I believe it, bro, and I believe he doesn't like LA Knight, and I believe Kevin Nash. I don't think he was trolling. I think it was true.
Wow. Wow, man. Hey, by the way, Monday Night Raw is in Oklahoma City tonight. But okay, all right. You know, okay, they're having Bronson Reed. There was a triple threat match between Bronson Reed, Ricochet, and Shorty G, Chad Gable, and the winner gets a shot at Gunther for the IC strap. They had Bronson Reed win the match, Paul, and now now that's the match that's going to happen on Monday Night Raw. What's your thoughts, Paul, on Bronson Reed winning and now he gets a shot at Gunther?
Boring, boring. This is Triple H, bro. This is Triple
Okay,
H. Why would they ever open the show with that?
yeah, yeah,
Oh my gosh, man.
yeah.
This is what I don't like about Triple H. It's like, dude, we got talent that we've been invested in for all these years, bro, in the back. You know,
Mm.
we're not done with them. The fans aren't done with them. Triple H, you may be done with them, but we're not done with them, bro. We're not done with Triple H. I mean,
Is
with all the other guys in the back.
okay. Who?
Put it
Because
this way,
I,
but put it this way,
yeah.
bro. Put it this way, right? There's guys back there that we've been invested in for years, right?
Okay. Right.
And Triple H might feel their time is over or whatever. But when you go to watch all these shows, bro, like on TV, you know, you want to see your guy. You want to see Al Pacino. You want to see Robert De Niro, or you want to
Mm,
see the stars in The Godfather when you watch The Godfather. You want to see them in different movies. Okay, you want to see these people. They might not be in the A role, but you want to see them in the great classic movies, bro. And when you
mm,
watch now, when you go to watch this Raw, and they're starting off with all these guys who haven't earned respect in everybody's mind,
mm.
and they don't have the star power yet, it's kind of like becomes a subpar show. It's like, okay, you could wrestle, but any wrestling promotion wants to put their stars up and make them shine, bro. So
Right.
Triple H is Budo NXT. He's all NXT, bro, and that's what he cares most about, getting his boys over because it's his baby.
Yeah. Yeah. He wants to get these NXT guys over. Mikey, what is going on, Mikey? Mikey. By the way, Mikey, what is the name? What is the name, Mikey, of that douchebag kid that used to work for you in receiving? I told the story that you and I were having a conversation of the greatest managers of all time. And this douchebag, not you, Mikey, but the douchebag kid
Oh,
comes up with Stacy Keebler and Theodore Long. Just for anybody who thinks I'm lying, man, Mikey right here, he knows what I'm talking about. Because we were there, we were having a conversation. and then we throw it to him. We're like, hey, he's on the fork. He's like, hey, we're talking about the greatest managers, man. Like, who are they? He comes up with Stacy Keebler
Nah.
and Theodore Long.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. Hey, Paul. Okay, so yeah, I agree, man. Bronson Reed. Do you think Bronson Reed can? No, Mikey, it wasn't Xavier or Eric. Was it Eric? I don't think so. No, I think I would remember that name. I forgot, man. But anyway, man, he was a cool guy until I heard him say that. Then I was like, goodness gracious, we got stoned this guy to death. But total BS. Hey, but Paul, okay, so um, it looks like, and by the way, just to finish up on that point, I agree with you, man. Do you think Bronson Reed stands a chance to win the IC strap?
Sheesh, I hope not. I hope not, bro.
Do
He
you,
is
do you think it's
great.
gonna be somebody like that, Paul? Do you
I
think it's gonna
hope
be somebody
not.
like that to dethrone Gunther?
I hope not, man. I hope not.
Okay.
Okay, like Gunther or hate Gunther, man. He he carries himself, bro, like like high, like respectful, like confident, It's not going
Mm,
to be too much when we look back in history and see Gunther's picture there. We're not going
mm,
to remember him like just running around smashing people, doing the
right.
belly flop on them. We're going to remember, hey, he could go, he could wrestle okay, he was confident, he was a strong guy, but Bronson Reed, man, I don't know. He doesn't fit that Hall of Fame, bro. I don't know. I think they're pushing Bronson on us. They've been doing it for a while, and I'm just I don't think Bronson Reed has the star power, bro. On the mic at all. He
Yeah,
could wrestle okay, but on the mic, no. He'll never be a top tier wrestler.
I agree. I agree. Mikey, 1537 over there on Boulder Highway. Okay. So, Paul, it's over. The godforsaken tag team of Sammy and KO is over. Kevin
Yes.
Owens is moved over to SmackDown. We have a new GM over there. It happens to be, I don't know if people know this, that is Mickey James' husband,
Yes.
the new GM over there.
Yes.
So that's Mickey James' husband. So there's thoughts of like, oh, is she gonna come back? From what I understand, as it stands right now, there's no plans on that. But he's over there. He brings KO over. Sammy is in the ring right now, Monday Night Raw. What's your thoughts, man? Them splitting them up.
Great stuff. Great stuff. I'm glad. I'm glad they split them up. They need to be separate. KO is better as a bad guy, man. I want him to turn heel. He's a great heel. One of the best heels. I don't like seeing him as a good guy. And
Mm,
he's trying to be a little bit of a heel as he's a good guy, but eventually he's going to turn. And as far as Mickey James's husband, I forget his name at the moment.
mm.
He's going to be a good evil general manager. He's going to be the bad guy. He's going to turn bad, and I can see him being a bad guy. And I think it's going to be pretty good. It would be cool to see Mickey come back, and yeah, man, it would be pretty cool, pretty cool. But as far as Sammy, man, bro, Sammy needs to go back to the conspiracy theorist, bro. He doesn't have to go full heel, but he has to go back to that guy. But man, I don't like this happy baby face Sammy too much. I liked him better when he was trying to impress the tribal chief and still on the edge. But man, they just took him totally out of that picture.
Yeah, yeah, they did. I forgot the general manager's name as well for Smack or the new GM for SmackDown. But does he have to be heel? I mean, the other dude, the bald headed guy, Adam Pierce, he just is. He's not a face. He's not a heel. He just is. You
That's
know,
why they
I
need someone to combat him, in a different way. They need someone
mm,
to be the opposite of him. They're like that Sonya Deville. I think that's what this new guy is going to be. We're going to hate him after a while, bro.
okay,
Can't you see his
okay.
face? His beady little eyes. Yeah.
No, it was good stuff when Dominic was in there, man. He's all like,
Yes.
I'm a big fan of your father."
Oh gosh.
Yeah, yeah, that was really good stuff, man. But oh, Nick, that was his name, Mikey. That was him. That was his name, Nick. Yes, that douchebag. Now I love that kid. I did, man. He did a good job. But yes, when he came out, when we said like, "Hey, we're the greatest managers of all time," he's like, "Huh? Well, Stacy Keebler did good, and Theodore Long had a good run." It's like, okay, guy, just my IQ just went so much lower. Like I cannot get that back, man. My IQ, I just got dumb right now with you just saying that. It was incredible, Paul. It was incredible to think of the all the managers ever, and he comes out with Theodore Long and Stacy Keebler. Just unbelievable, man. But Pablo, uh-oh, did we lose him?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Paul,
Yes.
let me see. Cholo, I never had a Nick work for me. No, wasn't it Nick? Mikey? That I'm pretty sure his name was Nick now. Well, whatever his name was, man. All right, Paul.
Yes, sir.
Now there's a lot of things we could talk about, man. That I want to cover that's going on and all that stuff. But I dropped a video um last week or over the weekend. And what's up, Richard? And I definitely want to talk about the movie that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
And it is called The Iron Claw. The main actor, I guess, the that everybody would know is Zac Efron. And Pablo, I think this is an important movie for just wrestling itself, right? I mean, to tell the story about the Von Erich brothers, sure, absolutely. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, just wrestling in itself, man, for a movie to make it to the big screen, like, what's your thoughts, Paul, on all this all the way around?
It's pretty amazing, bro. It's amazing that you even know about him. You
Mm,
know, it's
mm,
just amazing, bro. Because I grew up knowing about the Von Erichs, but only if you remember back in the day. Well, at least in my day, because I'm older than you. If you
mm.
remember, there used to be a lot of magazines for sale when you would go to the store, and back
Oh
then there
yeah,
was all kinds of wrestling magazines. And back then you
yeah,
would see the Von Erichs all over the place, man. They were huge. And that's the way I started learning about Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Great American Bash, all that stuff through those magazines. So the Von
mm.
Erich story to be told, man, a story of tragedy. I'm looking really forward to this, man. I hope it's done well. And man, this is exciting. I still remember when Kerry died, and wow, it's going to be neat to see this, man, and to see history made, and all this younger generation to look and see this family, this royal family of wrestling being put on the big screen. It's pretty awesome, bro. And I hope that everyone takes advantage of it because a lot of the newer generation does not know the Von Erichs. But if Von Erichs, man, they are royalty.
Yeah, I said it. The first time I ever really saw a Von Erich was really the Texas tornado.
Right.
That was it. And then it wasn't until later on where, I because he died, he passed away. And then I started hearing like, hey, his brothers, died too and stuff. And then I looked a little bit more into it, but there wasn't I didn't have a computer back then. It was a little bit rougher to get information than it is today. But yeah, man. Then just seeing their story, and I'm like, wow. Shout outs to Chavo Guerrero Jr., man, who worked with um, Zach Efron to get him ready for this role.
Yeah,
I'm
I didn't even know it was Zach till you mentioned it right now.
yeah, Zac Efron, man. Um, the Von Erichs in the WCCW and their promotion down in Texas and doing what they were doing and all the turmoil and everything that went on, and like I don't even know half of it. I wouldn't even
Right.
say like I knew 20%. But the reason why I think, Paul, that this is so important, right? Because I think about wrestling, right? Wrestling movies or just wrestling as a whole. Like this is our world, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like wrestling is our world. When you think of everything else, there's movies that have made it to the big screens for football, basketball, baseball, boxing, golf. Heck, the Serena sisters, the Williams sisters. They got a movie out there. Like but when you think about wrestling, I was thinking like, okay, what movies are really out there? You have wrestlers, right? Hulk Hogan, Batista, Rock, John Cena. You have wrestlers, but I'm talking about movie of wrestling. Like No Holds Barred will always be a classic. I'll always love that movie. But if we could be real, Paul, that's kind of a clown show, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We got
So
The Wrestler. Remember that movie?
The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, yeah,
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 that
man.
that one
See
was a trip.
that's one that comes. That comes to mind. Another one is the one that The Rock made for Paige.
Yes.
I think like Wrestling with My Family or something like that.
Still never seen
Uh,
it, man. Still never seen that movie.
it's good. It's good. Yeah, but see, here's what I'm trying to get to, right? And shout out to the movie Body Slam with Roddy Piper and stuff like that. But again, those movies, at least like Body Slam, it's a little bit more of a clown show, a little bit more. Um, but movies that make the big screen, though, I think changes the game, Paul, because when it just goes directly to an app, it's mainly just gonna be wrestling fans that watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you make documentaries, I just saw the documentary Angle of
Right.
Kurt Angle on Peacock. Okay, if you're not a wrestling fan, Holmes, you're not watching it. Those are
Right.
just for wrestling fans.
Right.
That's why I'm like, okay, I'm glad they're making documentaries. I'm glad they make movies, but they go to apps. They go to streaming apps. Not a lot of people outside of the wrestling world are going to be watching these.
Right. Right.
But when you make it to the big screen, you know, not every NASCAR fan watched the movie Days of Thunder.
Right.
Not every football fan watch, Remember the Titans or, so on and so forth. So that's why I think it's just huge, Paul, for wrestling to be in the big screen, man. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I love it. I love it. This movie looks like one that's going to be done well, and they're a deserving family, man. Woo! I'm
Mm,
excited for it, bro. I'm excited for this movie. One day we'll
yeah.
have one on the tribal chief and his family, you know. But
Oh, yeah.
the other one, man, the other one that was done pretty funny, pretty good was the one for about the Rock and him getting into wrestling, his life story. That was a good one, you know.
There's a movie of The Rock.
Well, the series, the Young Rock. Young
Okay,
Rock.
okay,
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
that was a really nice series.
Yeah, yeah. What is that? Like 3 seasons?
Yeah, 3 seasons and they canceled him, bro. They canceled
No,
it. Yeah, it all
no.
takes place at the Rock's running for president, and they're telling he telling his life story. It's pretty good.
Yeah, 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 Mikey. Yeah, Fighting with My Family. That was pretty good. The story about Paige. As a matter of fact, I was there when they were filming. I think it was her match against AJ, I believe. But um, see, like okay, shows like that. Shows like that, or just like I was saying, movies that go straight to streaming apps, or just shows series. If you're not a wrestling fan, most likely you're not gonna watch. Okay, when you put it on the big screen, it changes the game. it changes the game. You get people that are not involved in that world or a fan of it to, shed some light on it, and they'll
Yeah,
go watch it. It's like, hey, you know what? I went to the movies to go. Just the experience. It's different. It's different than a movie coming out on Peacock or on Hulu or on something like that. And it's like, oh yeah, it's about a wrestler. It's like, nah, I'm good. But it's like, no, it's in the movie theater. It's like, I haven't been to the movies in a while. What's there good to watch? Oh man, there's this movie. Da da da. I think this is an important move. I want to see movies, Paul, hit the big screen of the Guerrero family,
ooh,
of the Hart family, the Hart Dungeon, of
yeah,
the Macho Man, of Kurt Angle, of a lot of these stories, Paul. Where check it out, man. How many times, Paul? How many times growing up? How many times have we heard that this is all fake? These guys really don't get hurt.
right.
These guys are just nothing but a bunch of actors. These guys don't go through it. And it's like, hey, you know what? This guy's got an injury. No, it's just, it's all show. It's all show. It's like, no, no, no. This guy's really got an injury. Hey, this guy's got an addiction. It's just all show. It's all Hollywood. It's all TV. Like, no, 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 no. These guys, the struggles that they go through, and the ladies, the struggle is real. That's why for me, Paul, at least for me, man, I'm seeing it in a big picture. I'm seeing
Yeah,
it of the world of wrestling,
yeah. You
and
know
just,
what? You know what?
yeah.
The big thing about it too is that Zach Efron he's a pretty big actor. He's pretty big. He's not huge. Maybe a B-lister, B plus. But
Mm.
man, I wonder what role he's playing, bro. Because I don't remember him being big and yoked like Carrier or them. But hey, who knows? He's could have been working out all of these years. I ain't seen him.
Well, he's in the trailer, man. He's running the ropes. He's pretty swole.
Yeah, so he's been working out then, man. That's cool. He's a good actor, bro. He's a good actor, man.
Yeah, yeah, he is. I was very disappointed when they're making the movie about Ted Bundy, the serial killer,
Uh-huh.
and that they picked him to play it. I'm like, how can you pick this pretty boy to play one of the worst serial killers? But
Right.
he knocked it out the park, man.
Yeah, man.
He knocked it out the park.
Who would have been a good actor? He's just a little too old now. Is Matthew McConaughey would have been good as one of the
Oh,
younger,
okay,
a little bit younger
okay,
though. He's a little too old now, but he could
yeah,
play an older one, bro. But he would have been awesome.
yeah, yeah. I think he would have fit in there, man. But no, Paul, I think this is a movement, man. For one reason or another, I'm seeing it more than just a movie. I'm seeing it as just for the world of wrestling to show, like, hey, look at what these guys go through, what they've been going through, while all you mofos are over there talking about, like, yeah, they don't get really hurt. It's all fake, and like, just all that disrespect, Holmes. All that disrespect. That's why I think it's very important for everybody to show up October 22nd and check the movie out, man. So yeah, but I will be watching it October 22nd. You gonna go to the movie theater, Paul, to watch it or no?
Oh, of course, bro. Of
Okay.
course. I'm gonna drag the whole family, bro. So they got no choice.
Hey, Mikey saying I watched Vince McMahon blow both of his blow both of his legs while trying to jump in the ring angry. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was the Royal Rumble when John Cena and Batista both eliminated themselves at the same time.
Oh
He got
man.
he gets so pissed off. He's walking down and he jumps in the ring and blows both of his legs. Man, he
Oh
can't stand
gosh. God. Do you remember? Do you
up, man.
remember when? Do you remember when Kevin Nash did it? You
Yeah,
remember?
yeah,
Just
and then
walking,
Big Show just
just walking.
Big Show just runs in just to because he noticed that that's it, we lost him. So
Jeez, can't believe it, man. Kevin Nash. I don't know if years back, man, they were giving him a lot of jokes because of that.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, from the sound of my voice to God's ears to all the junkies, go support this. I hope it's a good one. I hope
Yeah.
it's a good movie. I really do, because it'd be uh it'd be a dang shame to go support something that's not good just so we can support something of our world in wrestling, man. A
Nah, it's gonna be
passion of
good, bro. It's gonna be good because Zach's involved in it. Zach ain't gonna do nothing cheesy, bro. It's gonna be
Okay.
good, and I'm just gonna sit there, man, and I'm gonna get my popcorn and enjoy, bro. I'm gonna be right there, just
All
man.
right,
Hey,
man.
hey,
Yes, sir.
I know we're winding down, but I was gonna say, man, did you see Carlitos come back?
I did. I
Uh,
did. I saw his comeback at Fastlane. Yeah.
Okay, no, but you didn't see it for
Yeah,
SmackDown?
he came. Yeah, he came back on SmackDown as well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, not
Yeah.
overwhelming, not overwhelming, man. I'm just bringing it up because I'm a Carlito fan from way back, but he looked
Mhm.
a little bit deer in the headlight, kind of. He looked kind of
Mm.
spaced out in his eyes, man. I hope he fully takes advantage of this opportunity, man, because if Triple H gets behind him, man, this guy could be so great.
Okay. Okay. I noticed he's not doing the Apple thing. I mean, he's carrying an Apple.
Oh, I know. He
He's
talked about
carrying
that,
the Apple.
bro.
Yeah.
He talked about that, bro. That he said he didn't really like the entrance song, man, and he was,
Right.
add more bass. I'm sure you've seen that, man. It's like,
Mhm.
but he's the one that didn't want the old one. We need the old Carlito, bro. We need him
Yeah.
to come spit in the face of those who ain't cool.
Yeah. I
You
spit in
know?
the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. But
Yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah.
he's back, bro. And supposedly CM Punk, rumor is that WWE said no. They could
Right.
be
Yeah.
swerving us. They could be
Yeah. They
swerving us,
can.
bro, because Chicago's coming. So until it happens, bro, we won't know.
Yeah. I think Chicago will definitely be the tell, man, if they bring him back or not.
Definitely.
Yeah. I agree. But all right, Pablo. Well, big dog, we will do it again, man. Always love talking wrestling with you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And yeah, man, it's just exciting. I'm gonna see what Triple H has, all his NXT people on Raw. I'm gonna go check it out. And everybody give much respect to the Judgment Day.
Oh yeah, man. Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies from my boy Pablo from the LA Times. We'll catch you guys on next one.